right, and we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lounge Draft League week 4. Uh, it's
Woo, yeah, baby.
woo, yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's not let's skip the formalities. I know you guys are all waiting patiently. Um, we've got 3 exciting battles for you tonight. One of our uh battles has been pushed back a little bit, so if we're still going by then they might join the stream and we'll get a 4th one in. But we'll try to take our time. If we can waste an hour, which I feel pretty confident we can do. Um. Anyways, do we have any volunteers for who wants to go first?
I'm down. Unless
Yeah.
Jake, you and Wade.
Well, Josh
there's
is
not much
currently
of a
Josh
point
is
in
Josh
waiting.
is
Someone
gone
has
right
to
now.
go
Josh is
first.
muted, so
And we're the only 4 people.
and Alex isn't here, and
Okay, I'm back.
neither is Michael. So
I just got home. I'll hop on Zoom, says Alex.
so Josh, it's either gonna be you and I or Michael, not Michael, or Jake and William.
Jake
Is
and
there
wanna
any
go
knowledge on where Michael is at right now that he's not here?
he was active earlier today. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah.
And he said he said he acknowledged that we were starting at 8:30, so we
Yeah.
should be good.
Hey,
All right.
it's the Isaiah guy. It says if we are expecting big things from Eric today, if he doesn't win, I think somebody's cheating. He's saying that if I win against you, I'm a cheater.
I'm tempted to agree with Isaiah here, honestly.
Wait,
Yeah,
Josh has a better record than Eric.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
The 3 of
Okay.
us are 2-1. Which is crazy. We're like dead tied, William. Like differential even is crazy.
They're calling you a cheater, Josh. I just want to let you know.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna probably be back later. I just gotta go for a little bit.
Alright,
yeah, get out of here.
Somebody else. Who's Isaiah? Wait, oh yeah, I know who Isaiah is. He's the
Wow.
heavy lifting guy. What?
The heavy lifting guy.
The heavy lifting guy.
My own team, and I play fair and square. How dare you call me a cheater?
Wow. You know, I didn't think Josh would give into hecklers that easily.
I'm not.
Anyways,
Yeah,
Alright.
Isaiah.
You're
a
I'm
cheater,
perfectly
Eric, when
I'm perfectly fine to go
Right,
whenever,
Eric,
but
we got into a battle here if you wanna
you
pull
guys
it
are in
up
a
for the
battle?
stream.
Yes,
Yeah, we
I
just
can
opened it.
do that real quick. Let's get this battle starting soon. Screen going. Pull this up. Find a user.
it's really irking me right now. Unbelievable.
Irking you?
Okay, I didn't create a like prediction for what your team would have been, but like this feels like probably exactly what I would have made.
Okay.
Battle is up on the.
This is half. This is mostly what I predicted.
Yeah, so the battle is up. You guys can leave the call or mute yourselves or whatever, and I will give you guys the count off.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, can wait.
You can just leave the call. That works too.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
See y'all.
Alright.
Wait, I gotta actually commentate now? Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, man. I can do all the hard lifting or the heavy lifting if you don't feel confident.
I'll do the best that I can.
I have I'm super congested right now, so I can't believe you're making me do this, Josh. But anyways, we're starting off the game with Dragapult and Landorus. Both of their I think those are the round two pick with Dragapult. Either way, these are both very powerful, high value Pokemon. I'm excited to see what they do. Dragapult is very famous for how fast it is. 421 as a maximum speed stat is ridiculous. Did someone just join here? Oh, welcome, Alex. We've got a game going right now. If you want to tune in to William versus Jake.
All right, I will take a look.
William right now is complaining because he forgot his nicknames. So
I'm interested in Jake. What is Jake gonna do because he's up against Dragon Bolt?
Well, William was really nervous about this battle, so
okay.
I don't know if he's going for his just classic drought hyper offense Sun Team strategy, or if he's got some fun plans for how he's going to take this on.
That is true.
They're taking a lot of time to think about this first turn. Both players are either terrified. Okay, so Dondozo.
Okay, I was expecting
going
that.
for the going for surfs. Okay, I appreciate that. I feel like going hard offense right away with Dragapult is that was a risk. That was a gamble. I'm impressed that Jake was able to acknowledge that and switch to a bulky resist. Because now Dragapult's basically forced to.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be really ridiculous because if he Dragapults get to like one setup.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, Dondozo here, like Dragapult, if it had setup moves, Dondozo ignores that. It resists basically everything Dragapult can do. So Dondozo is forcing Dragapult to either. I mean, Dragapult could have Will-O-Wisp, so that would cripple Dondozo. But this is basically giving Jake a free turn to set up a. What does he get? Like a bulk up or a curse? Going for the Ice Fang. I don't know if. See, I don't like that. I feel like Jake should have seen that a switch out was going to happen there. Because Dragapult has no reason to stay in, and we are like maybe it could have been a Thunderbolt Dragapult, but if that was the case, he would have switched out again. So
it could be
I feel
mind
like
games too. It could be like
maybe.
Eric's,
but the only thing Ice Fang hits here is Dragapult, and I feel like Dragapult was just guaranteed to switch out. It couldn't do anything there. So now Walking Wake gets to come in, take the neutral Ice Fang. My only question now is what can Walking Wake do to Dondozo? We didn't see a booster energy, Sun's not out, so photosynthesis isn't active, and Walking Wake, it gets water attacks, but does it have anything that directly threatens Azumarill? Dragon Pulse.
That's good. That's a good, yeah.
This is a smart switch from Jake.
Good read.
I almost feel like I'm just gonna put this out there. William was really panicking before this game, and I feel like he's almost playing a little bit too predictably here.
Each one has only gotten one hit up. There we go.
Okay, we get a knockoff.
We got
loses the red card.
Red card. Does red card still get used? It does not get used.
Red card did not get used.
Guys. Sorry, I'm a little late.
Welcome, Michael. You can tune to the stream or join William and Jake's game. So Mimikyu lost its red card, unfortunately to the knockoff. So for those of you at home, Mimikyu has the ability Disguise, which lets it take any one single hit before you can kill it. And the red card item, for soccer fans out there, you might be a bit ahead of me. But if you hit someone and they show you the red card, yeah, sorry,
football. Yeah, international viewers gotta.
It forces you to switch out if you hit something that has the red card. So Mimikyu can force you to switch out, but knockoff lets you remove the red card. So that was a very lucky turn from Jake, or smart, however you want to call it, to get rid of that item. So yeah, we saw the play rough into the steel type. That was a smart switch from William. Azumarill, unfortunately, Orthworm, it's very defensive, but it doesn't resist water attacks. So he's not in the clear quite yet. Azumarill is extremely powerful. It's got the huge power ability. Well, it has the Life Orb.
No.
It has Life Orb and huge power, so that thing is gonna really pack a punch. Okay, setting up Stealth Rock turn 6. I appreciate that. This game is going pretty slow, but with all of the switching and predictions we're seeing, that chip damage is really going to build up. It's a smart
we just got to see here what they are opting to go for. I feel like the Dondozo can't do anything to this Orthworm.
Well, what I was going to say before was you missed when this situation was going on, but Dondozo basically had forced a switch, and instead of going for like a curse or something that I feel like would have been the obvious play, he went straight for Ice Fang, which almost leads me to believe that this Dondozo doesn't have a boosting move.
So,
I mean, I'd love to see a curse or something on an Orthworm swap out here, but
I see no reason why this Orthworm would switch though. Oh, never mind.
Okay, so it does
never
have
mind.
curse.
He has a curse.
That's good. The Orthworm doesn't really have anything that can necessarily hit Dondozo. It is like a defensive Pokemon, but it's not like it can boost up and break through an unaware Pokemon. And
True. And
okay,
Dondozo
anyways,
does get body press. It's the only thing
gets
it can
body
to touch
press.
it.
It gets curse.
That's
it. Curse. On that note, curse is wonderful for body press because it boosts both your primary offense and your defense, which boosts the body press too. Okay, gets rid of the Chesto Berry. That's huge. Ice Fang is still doing a lot of damage. Walking Away can still get a couple more turns in here, but I feel like you'd want to preserve it. That photosynthesis, potentially getting a speed boost, could be essential for cleaning up this game at the end. But
ooh.
Okay, Dragon Tail, I like it. Sacrifices Walking Wake, but forces out Dondozo, gets rid of those stat changes, and now William gets switch priority here. He gets to switch anything he wants in on this Azumarill. The question is what beats it. I feel like we might see an Orthworm here, just because the Steel type.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean it worked so well before.
But the issue though is if he spends an Orthworm, Jake's just gonna switch out. He's just gonna switch out, probably back to Dondozo, because okay, so that's what I was gonna say is I was gonna say Orthworm felt like too samey.
Predictable.
We were just gonna get
yeah.
too predictable. We were gonna get the same situation again. William wants to just lean into that hyper offense right now. He needs to start breaking through these water or these fire resists that Jake has. Jake has Heatran that's immune to fire, and Azumarill and Dondozo that resist fire. Okay, so
we see the Rain Dance.
He brought Rain Dance on his Azumarill. See this is the one flaw of Williams' team. As powerful and scary as, sun boosted Chi-Yu can be. Rain Dance and with the right Pokemon, he's really got to work to find that opening. Once he finds it, he's near unstoppable, but it's difficult to find those
I think he's gonna just be able to build this Azumarill, but we'll see what he has.
Well, Mimikyu spent a turn getting that Sword Stance off. It's a shame it lost that red card.
Yeah.
But Mimikyu can
really
get one attack off.
That red card attack, but
now I'm sure what both players are thinking about right now is like, I'm assuming this Azumarill probably has like Aqua Jet. Okay,
ooh, the Terra Water, that's cool.
Terra Water. What does that do for him?
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean,
I would imagine it would resist Aqua Jet.
It resists Ice Fang, and it resists
Terra Blast Landorus? I don't know. Not really much.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it would let it touch the Heatran.
Yeah.
It's a good point. But regardless,
otherwise, I don't think
he takes care of Azumarill there. I was gonna say, Mimikyu going for that play rough there. I was thinking we might see like a Shadow Sneak versus Aqua Jet right there. But I guess Jake either didn't have or didn't want to go for priority that turn.
Probably didn't have it on the
Dondozo comes out now. Quick reminder: Dondozo has Unaware as the ability, which ignores stat changes like this ×2 attack.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it doesn't care.
Yeah.
Dondozo was the right switch in. It can clean up. So Rain is gone. Azumarill is the only thing we know right now that has Rain Dance. Landorus could have Rain Dance. So could Dondozo. But for now, William has a chance to get the sun back up. And we'll see what he pulls off here.
I think the Unaware ignores its attack drop, doesn't it?
I believe
but does Jake remember that?
Well, whether it does or not, the question is, does William stay in and just try to break this down? Wave crash. That wave crash in the sun with the attack drop that wave crash, despite how strong Dondozo is and how strong wave crash is, Chi-Yu is able to survive. Do you think this might be like a like a scarf Chi-Yu, so it can be faster than everything else?
I don't see. I probably. The thing is, I don't see why, unless she's predicting like another.
Well, because Landorus could potentially be faster.
Mm-hmm.
And so could could just be Landorus. Scarf and Specs are both very common on Chi-Yu.
Yeah.
But the item I think is going to make a big deal here. Dark Pulse gives him a move that he can throw out and hit everything here though with. I mean, Urshifu resists it.
Quad
and
resist.
So does Heatran. So we're probably going to see Urshifu come out here. So then
I
that's going
would
to be the
say,
question.
yeah,
That'll be the
Urshifu
question
definitely.
of if this is a Specs or Scarf Chi-Yu that is locked into Dark Pulse now, or if he can switch to a fire attack and blow up whatever's coming in. Okay, so Jake goes for kind of the middle ground here. So this will prove if this is a Scarf Chi-Yu or if Landorus is a max speed and it's faster, what we could be working with here. Okay, so I'd assume that was locked in there. There's a smart switch. Getting that Earth Eater in there. Now, Landorus is still a very powerful. Well, he's using special attacks here, and Earthworm has a high physical defense, but not special defense. So I don't know what coverage Landorus has against Earthworm, but I'd imagine Jake would anticipate having to deal with Earth Eater and wouldn't let his Landorus get completely walled by this. But I could also see maybe potential Urshifu switch in here because it can blow up Earthworm with those close combats.
Yeah, the thing is, this Earthworm can't really do much to the team. It just can kind of just be there as like a defensive switch in.
That's the issue is, especially with Dondozo earlier, it can come in and take a hit or absorb an earthquake, but it's not gonna do anything to threaten Jake's team back. That's the since losing Shedtail as one of our rules, to balance things out a little bit because Shedtail's too good, which I think is for the best. But without Shedtail, Earthworm can come in, but it can't do anything else too significant other than just swapping back out and wasting a turn. So yeah. Anyways, we see a turn 17 Stealth Rock. Man,
which is actually important because now the Chi-Yu is basically on a timer. It can't switch in as much.
Yeah, Chi-Yu now gets. That's a good point. Exactly. Yeah, Chi-Yu can come back in and still do more damage, but once again, just like with William setting up Stealth Rock for Jake, switching is now going to be punished, and probably far more significantly because Torkoal, Chi-Yu, Dragapult, they all can't afford to take hits. We see another Earth Power, Dragapult getting that U-turn in. Now, I'll say this, I do love over-predicting and hard reads, but I do think Jake going for Earth Power there was the best play. It hits every single other thing. Yeah, exactly. There we go. We get the Weather Ball. We get okay. Weather Ball when you have weather setup. So this is Sun. It becomes a 100 base power fire attack. Jake definitely knew that William was bringing Torkoal in the Sun, so he could confidently bring Weather Ball, and
Well, actually, I think that just was very convenient. I mean, maybe he did plan for it, but I think the rain dance.
He has the rain dance on Azumarill. But what I'm getting at is it gives him this option that lets him either hit the fire types or Earthworm. Excuse me.
Switching back and forth.
Okay, Earth Power. Yeah, with the Sheer Force Life Form boost.
Yeah, I think that's it now. Unless his Chi-Yu is scarfed.
No, he switched out the Chi-Yu before. There's no way this Chi-Yu. I mean, he swapped out because he might have been stuck in a dark move. If it is a scarf and he just wanted to switch to a fire attack, now is the time.
But then the thing is, the Heat Train then can come out and just clean up.
But then, Yeah, Heatran.
Yeah, because it's Flash Fire.
Well, I feel like if I was Jake, I would just switch in Heatran right now, because there's no point in risking it. Heatran resists.
Save the differential.
Is immune to fire. Resists. Yeah, see, he could have avoided losing Landorus right there. Heatran resists
now,
the dark type.
Urshifu can come out.
Yeah, Urshifu comes out.
Unless this Chi-Yu gets a flinch on Dark Pulse.
Well, Urshifu does get Sucker Punch, so we might be seeing that. Yeah, Jake definitely has a very difficult team to build against. He's got a lot of immunities. Flinch?
Ooh.
Yeah, he's got a lot of immunities. Nope. With immunities to fire, poison, stat changes, ground, electric, dragon. Yeah, it's very tough to build against him, and that's I think what William was he was talking about beforehand. Is you never especially with how linear his team tends to be with the sun and the fire. Okay, Torkoal lives a hit. Here we go. Body press, knocking out that Urshifu.
Look at that Torkoal sweep.
Torkoal.
Regardless of
bringing the differential back.
Yeah, bringing that differential back. That's the important part here. I think he's come to the point. He's realized this game is over, but taking any Pokemon out that he can along the way. That's what's gonna.
And that's exactly what we gotta see.
Yeah. He's saying in the chat, let's. He censored himself in the chat.
Effing go.
Effing go. Torkoal for the mod difference. W. Fing. Let's Fing go. That was a lovely showing. From both players. Jake did take the victory there.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you. In case you were curious, the Slowbro was named Zooble.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, I hate you. I didn't even realize. I saw Kane and I thought of the I thought of the chicken place, man. I saw Kane and I thought you were doing a chicken restaurant joke. I didn't even pick up on it. Hoffmo.
Mean cloink.
Hey, William. So I don't know if you guys remember this from last. No, listen. So from last week, I mentioned this thing. I don't know if any of the other commentators were thinking about this, but we were talking about we could all have one question we ask one of the players. Following the game. Now I could ask you a bunch of questions. I'm good at that part. But what I'll ask you first is, what were your nicknames going to be?
I have no idea. I didn't even think of nicknames, and I am a fool for not even. It did not even cross my mind this week. I paid the price for not giving my mods nicknames.
Honestly, that's just the karma, you know.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions about the battle or the players?
I have a question. Jake, it seemed like with some of the plays you were making at the beginning of the game, you were a little nervous fighting William since last season you lost to him twice. Were you nervous coming into this game?
It wasn't nerves about the player specifically, nothing against you, William. I just look at the team, and that is what I get scared by. So, yes, I was still terrified, but I get terrified looking at every single one of your guys' teams.
You better be prepared.
Also, just the amount of synergy on his team with Torkoal, Walking Wake, Chi-Yu. He could have brought Iron Moth as well to help. Zoroark is terrifying to think about.
Jake, was your team seems almost perfectly crafted to beat a Sun team, having the Flash Fire Heatran, an unaware Dondozo, Zoomeril just being an additional fire resist, but also bringing that Rain Dance along with you. That was a very clever play.
Thank you. Though I do want to say
did you anticipate
a lot of his
using...
Pokemon got ground moves and stuff that I was okay, I have to be very careful about how I want to use Heatran, because it loses against Torkoal.
Heatran is tough. Honestly, I think that's why so many people like to bring like to bring a air balloon with it.
Yes, but like
My
for
my
a
question
role
was gonna
of
be
being like
though.
long-term defense wasn't very
That's true. That's true.
good.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you've kind of got to be careful about, but it's always nice to have in the back. But I wanted to
Hmm.
ask you about a weather ball. So we assumed
Yes.
you intended to use rain dance and get some water type weather balls out against some of these fire type Pokemon. Did you have any um plan or desire to get that Terra or not the Terra, the fire type weather ball at all in this
Yes, I
game?
specifically thought, okay, if he does bring that Earthworm, having a fire type move is going to
I
be
knew it.
helpful.
I
So
knew
if the
it.
sun
That's
is
what
still
I
up,
said. That's what I said. I said you
like that
brought weather
was
ball
part of the
for
idea.
Orthworm. But it's a great move though because it gives
Hmm.
you basically one move slot that could cover two different possible choices. Orthworm can come
It
in
also
and
made it so I
wall
didn't have
it
to rely on Focus Blast.
exactly. Yeah, Orthworm can come in and wall like your earth powers, but this gives you something that can beat it if the sun is up. But then you're not sacrificing Weather Ball like having that water coverage for these fire types.
Hmm. Though I didn't think about the fact that it doesn't activate Sheer Force, so I still took that Life Orb damage that I was not expecting to.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
it's
that's
not like I would have played
mhm.
differently if I was thinking about that.
That was still amazing prep. I was very surprised.
Thank you,
Very
thank you.
I appreciated it. There was a lot of honestly, this game was a wonderful showing just with the amount of very smart and safe switches we saw. Um, I think both of you were playing very well, uh, regardless of how things ended up.
Hmm. Yeah,
Eh,
that game had a lot more switches than I usually have in these.
same. I'm gonna be honest. Like I was like the Heatran was like constantly in the back of my mind. Like, oh god, I hope I don't play into this.
Hmm.
So I was just trying to play around that mostly, and I think I think I did make one incorrect switch. I accidentally switched into I forget what it was, uh, Torkoal at the end, and then or something. But I uh, I felt like I played around most of your stuff pretty well, but like it was always scary.
Hmm.
Well, we should probably
Yeah,
go.
Yeah,
these
let's go to the next
Also,
one.
don't you have your whatever game at this point you gotta go to?
Yeah, I will be hopping off. But good
Alright.
luck to y'all.
All
Yep.
right, see you later,
appreciate
William.
it. Have a good night.
Bye. Good
Bye.
night.
All right.
Alright,
So,
so who's
do we
next
have
Got
any?
it, I guess.
Do we have any volunteers? Anybody just dying to get their game out of the way?
I'd like to go.
All
All
right,
right, let's get this over with.
then let's get the
Awesome.
next game going. Uh, I have a new battle transition thing I have on the
Ooh.
stream. I feel like you guys would appreciate it. I put it up, but while I get the next game queuing.
Yeah, sure.
Alex,
Oh, I like
please.
it. Very
I was
cool.
gonna say, please accept my friend request. I'm still lonely.
Accepted
no.
mine either.
Alex
Bro,
just doesn't want to be
Oh,
friends.
hold on. Let me hit
Point
accept. Let me hit
Alex.
accept. You must be auto-confirmed to use the friends feature. Oh, look at that. What a shame.
You haven't been auto-confirmed? You haven't been confirmed yet?
No, I have not.
This has been
No need to.
an ongoing thing for a while.
That explains
We'll
so
never
much.
now, just for the joke.
Well,
Not a
whatever.
funny joke.
So how
It's
are
just a
our
It's a
nuisance to
joke.
all of
we
us.
so we currently have
Especially
What makes
you.
it funny?
we have it says 4 concurrent viewers right now. How you guys
Whoa.
feeling? You enjoying
How
that
many of
first
them are
game?
us, though?
Not me.
Not
I'm
me.
one of those viewers, and I just gotta say, I hate how I'm being called a cheater before I even play.
So
That's
true.
just me.
Alright, let me make sure I am
All right.
validated. Alright.
Is the energy too high or too low? Are we being too
Wacky
hyper?
zappy wow wow.
Should I make more like guttural sounds into the microphone?
Yeah.
Always, always.
What? Oh my god, Eric, you're gonna throw up
Swallow
all
your
over your mic.
microphone.
and then your spit like.
I'm gonna disconnect, and then I'm going to accept that battle. So good luck.
All right.
I am
Yeah.
Good
definitely
luck, you
prepped.
guys.
I
We'll be
am
looking forward to it.
100% prepped. Yep.
I did so many mocks. Yep. Me too.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we can all agree that none of us did nearly as much prep as they seem to have.
I mean, you and me were talking before this. We.
Okay, you know how I said like in my last like couple of sets that like I almost did like created the team the day before and like actually built it the day of? Yeah, this time I just
All
completely
right, their
didn't
battle
do
is open.
anything until today.
Honestly, man, like as time goes on, honestly it's almost more fun to make the team the day of, uh, because then I don't get so caught up in all the numbers and trying to plan for everything. All right, I there we go. Okay, so that now game is up. Everything is working. We see Charizard lead against Noivern, and Noivern's Frisk shows us this is a Life Orb Charizard lead. That is a very interesting thing for Alex to lead off with.
Wait,
And it
could
almost
we talk about the Frisk
well,
Noivern though as well? Like that's
I
not its
mean,
only ability, right?
it could also get Infiltrator, which lets it bypass Substitute. That's
And
what you
and
usually
Alex
see.
has been shown to use Substitute.
Well,
Like
I
that's
think I no no no,
interesting. Like
but
I mean,
listen,
it's good
listen.
to have the
I was gonna
information,
say
but that is interesting to do.
I think he has Infiltrator when he doesn't lead with Noivern. But leading Noivern, he frisks this Charizard, and now he knows Life Orb Charizard.
Ooh,
This isn't going to
yeah.
be some like, you know, I'm gonna say gimmick lead. This Charizard is going for the win right
Oh,
now.
Hmm.
That's what Frisk tells him. It's he's not going to. So now he can send in Slowking. Michael's primary objective right now is to do everything in his power, but he
oh,
can't.
Ooh.
I
He
called it.
can't. Terra Grass, Terra Blast. So Charizard removes its rock weakness, and it now has fire and grass coverage, which hits most things pretty either neutrally or super effectively. It's not universal, but it's still really good.
Right. Is it gonna have
Uh,
something that
Probably
like
Earthquake
is
is. I'd have
this
to assume Earthquake is the
brick
third
break?
move, or maybe Brick Break. Yeah, probably Brick Break, because it gives him
Oh yeah,
something
especially
for
since Michael's got the Scream
cause
Tail.
he's got Scream Tail, and that gives him something to hit the Titan and Baxcalibur. Because Baxcalibur
Or
Outrage.
Outrage. Oh, but
That is,
Oh
but
no,
now
wait.
Scream.
Scream
That was
Tail
a
now.
no.
Granted, that's
But
still a
listen,
great trade on
listen.
Alex's part.
Alex has now taken out two of his Pokemon, two of Michael's Pokemon with his lead, and like Scream Tail is going to come in now. Maybe we'll see a Hariyama with Terra Fairy. Michael's been known to do that. But Alex has created a very comfortable lead for himself. I'd almost say a 2-for-1 like this is worth it. And Screamtail can't necessarily knock out Charizard
Right.
here.
Plus, doesn't
It's just gonna get a free
okay, he
screen
still
setup.
gets confused after.
Okay,
Flamethrower
so
Scream
Oh,
Tail.
and
he
burn.
gets the
Oh,
flamethrower with
Two
the burn,
pointers
the
burn.
10% burn chance. Okay, so I was just talking about how Charizard is not out of this yet. Um, Unfortunately, now that it's burned, and it might be stuck using Outrage again, right? Or no, it only confuses when it's done.
No.
Um, but having this burn, now it can no longer fulfill its primary purpose. Uh,
Oh, he
Charizard is
doesn't even really
basically,
care anymore.
but yeah, no,
Like
Charizard did it. Charizard did its job.
oh, why would
But
you do
he's
that?
gonna save
that
it,
is interesting. Granted,
switch it.
oh,
No,
differential.
no. It saves the differential, and Charizard's not dead quite yet. It could still do something later. We don't know. But yeah, that
Granted, I feel
Toxapex
like
switch. The Toxapex switch was
I feel
very
like a
smart.
Flare Blitz would have been useful still, but yeah, differential is
Saves the
definitely
differential.
nice.
That's smart. Toxapex comes in, takes a Dazzling Gleam. Screamtail is fast and bulky, but it does not hit very hard at all. So it's very interesting to see an offensive Screamtail here. It almost
Hmm.
feels like Michael was trying to play around. Psyshock. I guess I should hold my breath. That was some pretty
I'd say that
solid
gets
damage.
around Assault Vest, but we just saw this is not Assault Vest.
Well, and now Screamtail's been toxicked. Screamtail has a lot of HP, so it usually it'll go for like Wish and try to pass that off to its teammates, but without any way to get rid of this toxic, Screamtail is now put on a timer. And something like Toxapex that has access to it could use Baneful Bunker or Protect or Recover. Toxapex, despite being weak to Psyshock, can heal us off. Back to full. Okay, gives Hariyama
So
does get to switch in.
You. My money is on Assault Vest Screamtail.
Assault Vest Screamtail?
Yeah, I'm guessing the fourth move is also
Would not
an
be
attack.
surprised. Would not be surprised. I'd imagine it would have to be. There's no way he's going this heavy offense with.
Like maybe
but anyways,
meant to be.
I feel like
I got your
recover.
Oh, that's the Golden Go counter.
I was gonna say
that's
recover.
The purpose.
That's why he brought Flamethrower. Good point.
Uh-huh.
I was gonna say recover was a smart move there because it gets Toxapex back up, but I almost feel like Alex should have switched there too because Regenerator would do the same thing. Bulk up, Terra Seal. This was something I was talking to Michael about. Hariyama is one of the few Pokemon in our league that has both access to Terrestrialization, and Bullet Punch.
Granted, this is not a good position for him to be in because
no, this is not a great position. Because Annihilate is a fighting type that is faster than him and stronger than him. That knockoff survives it. Does this put? I mean, Guts boosted, Bulk up, Terra boosted, Bullet Punch. Is that enough to knock out Annihilate?
It cancels out the weakness by being Terra, but it doesn't even come close to knockoff in power.
No. I don't mean like that. I just mean, had he gone for it, would that have been enough? Because it's still a very powerful attack, regardless of if it was like the best option at the time. Psyshock, Rage Fist. See, I think this is the first time. This is the first time Alex has actually gotten to start using Rage Fist.
What is that up to? He got hit by knockoff and Psyshock, so it's only. I mean, it is 150, isn't it?
It's 150 base power.
He got hit twice.
Yeah, it's not only 150. It is the strongest ghost move in the game right now.
He only got hit twice.
And he got hit twice.
Wow, it is just sinking in how absurd it actually is.
Yeah. Okay, so I feel like you almost just sack Annihilate at this point. Unless, like, it is...
But differential...
But the differential...
What move is he going for? You have no clue.
Good point. But the thing is, Noivern could potentially set up, like, a substitute or do some kind of boost.
True.
So I feel like switching to Tyranitar might actually be a solid... Tyranitar or Gardevoir could be a solid play here. Or Toxapex. You know, I love to see that Toxapex is finally, like, getting to, relive its glory days. Getting that taunt. See,
okay, this actually looks like one of the most realistic teams we've seen on Alex's side. From any of us, I feel like.
Terragrass
not
Charizard.
Like, oh, he was clearly picking from a drafted team.
Ice Spinner. Is that his only offensive move? This is bad. No, this is looking really bad. No, I'm just saying this.
That hits. Noivern, but like, is that the only thing?
That was not the right move from Alex. He should have switched. Because now, Satitan can get a belly drum off. It has he didn't bring this last time, but it could very definitely have Ice Shard to clean up some of these Pokemon with low health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could clean up Charizard, clean up Annihilate. It could have Earthquake to deal with Toxapex, Tyranitar, and Goldengo. Titan
Granted,
is
he can just switch gold and go and click good as gold or whatever. Not good as gold. What's the move? Make it rain. Yeah.
True. But Titan is extremely bulky. So all I'm trying to get at here is Alex's decisions here are very important because if he plays it wrong,
Yes.
Titan wins. Goes to the Mystical Fire. I'm sure Michael calced that, and he knew Ice Shard probably wasn't going to win there.
Mm-hmm. So that's a little surprising that it wouldn't kill the Gardevoir. Like, it's not bulky.
Yeah, Gardevoir is not very bulky, but and Titan does hit very hard, but I get maybe it was a roll or maybe he didn't want to take that chance, but I feel like we have to see Goldengo come in because there's no way this is like a max speed Tyranitar and Ice Shard finishes off Annihilate and Earthquake beats Toxapex. We have to see Goldengo come in. But unless this isn't a fast Goldengo.
Yeah. Granted, even if it's not plus speed, I think it should be faster than max.
Okay. Oh, but he has the balloon.
Actually, no.
Why didn't he send that in sooner? Yeah, no, because Sandstorm takes out Titan here, regardless of if Tyranitar survives this turn. But it should, because Earthquake doesn't work. Ice Shard won't knock out a Tyranitar, of all things. It resists it. It's super defensive.
Do we think its fourth move is?
Knockoff?
Knockoff,
oh,
okay.
Yeah, there we go, Knockoff.
There it goes.
Okay, there's the
Does
Brick.
Knockoff Air Balloon do the double damage for Knockoff? I assume not, because it says the balloon pops.
No, the balloon pops first.
That's weird.
I think it's fair. Air Balloon
is
already
I guess
big enough
especially if it works that way for the Ruberry as well, reducing damage instead of getting knocked off.
Okay, so Noivern comes back out. We're getting a U-turn. Okay, that was a good call out. He gets a switch here, sends in his Hariyama. Now, I'd have to assume Hariyama's probably got Earthquake too, and Hariyama will be faster than Toxapex, and Earthquake hits everything that Alex has left. That's the downside to what Alex has done to himself here, is his team is very weak to the ground type, and losing Charizard, going for knockoff. He doesn't have Earthquake. But Ice Spinner not doing quite enough there either. He gets one more turn. I mean, he doesn't have to have Earthquake, by all means. Drain Punch.
Ooh. Is that enough? That's not gonna.
It's not enough. No, that's what Toxapex does. He lost his leftovers, but
still got recover.
He just stalled the clock here.
Mm-hmm.
One more recover. Click recover again. There we go. Okay, Sandstorm is done, but that means Toxapex is losing less health now, but it doesn't affect Hariyama at all.
Toxapex.
Josh, are you talking?
Not as much, no.
Okay, I heard you say Toxapex, but I didn't know if you were making commentary or not.
Oh yeah, what is Toxapex's fourth move?
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Realistically, I'd guess Scald. Actually, no, if it was Scald, he'd have clicked it already.
Toxapex doesn't get Scald anymore.
Huh. Oh, right, duh.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought it got it back.
See, okay, well, here we go. Ice Spinner putting in the work. I thought Michael had this game at one point, but I think that lead from Charizard just built up enough of an advantage at the beginning of that game. And then alongside,
I have to trust my instincts next time.
Real quick, Alex, kudos to preserving that differential with Annihilate.
Yes. I was considering it, but I was like, you know what?
In my brain, I was thinking, well, it's just safer to sack it here and move on. But you took the risk and it paid off. You got a.
I was thinking it's faster than I know it's faster than Hariyama, and I know I can just Drain Punch.
But Michael, were you bringing a Bullet Punch, Terra Steel Bullet Punch?
I did. Yep.
Yes.
With the guts. I could have killed a Gardevoir.
I can tell you this much. I'm so glad you didn't bring Skeletors, because that would have shut down my Dragon Dance, Grass type, Charizard so hard.
You know what?
All I wanted was to get rid of.
I could have taunted that too. I could have lead one taunt like, okay, he's Life Orb, he's not Citrus Berry, so he doesn't have Belly Drum. I could taunt here, or I think the smarter option would be to switch to who was it? Yeah, I could switch to the Slowking, because it's a water type. And nope, you just went straight for Dragon Dance. I was like, shit, I could have taunted there.
Yeah,
but that was really good.
My entire strategy was.
Oh. No, you go ahead.
My entire strategy was just like, what if I brain Toxapex and then don't lead?
Mm-hmm.
That is the entirety of my strategy. I just wanted to be funny.
Yeah, that stall was pretty funny.
Bring up we were talking about this at the beginning of the game, turn 1. I think Jake brought up his confusion with you bringing Frisk instead of Infiltrator. But I think Frisk Noivern as a lead, especially now that I didn't know it had Taunt, but Taunt U-turn Frisk, that reveals what your opponent's lead is, and that gives you so much more information than I think it's almost worth going for that instead of trying to go for your own Stealth Rock or gimmick lead, because any gimmick your opponent's trying to bring, you know what it is turn 1 before they even get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, if let's say I was going like Belly Drum, that would have been good.
I think with against Kyle, I could have led Noivern Frisk the Focus Sash, and I'll be like, oh, that's the Zoroark. You know, it's really cool with those kind of gimmicks and strategies.
It's a very solid lead, and now what that means is in future battles, we have to be aware of that. We can't make our lead so obvious, or play around that, because if you lead with Noivern, now you know our secrets.
Yep.
So I think that's a very clever use of a less than common ability.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that stall, that Toxapex versus Hariyama was pretty funny.
Yeah, I was like,
we were wondering. It's a shame you didn't bring Earthquake.
For me?
Earthquake, yeah, for Hariyama.
Mm-hmm.
Knockoff is good, but Earthquake gives you something that I think hits just more of his Pokemon.
As soon as you taunted my Toxapex, I was like, oh no, the Noivern got rid of basically everything. I only have one attacking move. What was it again? Oh yeah, an Ice type move. Well, that's kind of funny. Only
I figured you would have Scald as well.
What was the?
No, Toxapex doesn't get Scald. Toxapex doesn't get Scald in this generation.
Oh,
it's like Surf.
It was too good before.
Protect.
Should I say what it was?
No.
Well, you already said that it wasn't an attacking move. It's like it could have been Baneful Bunker.
Kind of gives it away.
Realistically.
Okay, fine. I'll say it. It was Haze. I brought Haze.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Which would have been good against Hariyama again if he set up, but
My poor Baxcalibur hasn't gotten any kills.
That was something else. We mentioned this was the first time Annihilate has gotten to actually use Rage Fist this season.
It's true.
And it already got up to 150 base power after only two getting hit for twice. Ridiculous. Just completely ridiculous.
It's so scary because with the Charizard being out, I'm like, all right, he could either go for Outrage here, or I could go for Ice Shard here, but then he could switch to Annihilate and get the Rage Fist boost. So I don't want to do that, so I'll just go for this move.
Did you put anything in defense or HP in Baxcalibur?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's probably
all offense, baby.
I looked it up ahead of time, and if you put even just like not too much in defense, it wouldn't have been a 1-hit KO. It was like
You know what? I should do more prep because this week was probably the most busiest week I've had.
Don't beat yourself up too much though. Outrage Charizard is not very common.
It's something you should prep for.
Outrage Dragon,
Right.
Outrage Charizard with Life Orb and Dragon Dance. That's not on the front of everybody's radar. I don't think anyone blames you for not preparing for that.
Yeah. Not to mention, you have Scream Tail. Why in the world like is it Outrage?
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Do we want to get the next game set up? Yeah,
let's get
while we're finishing talking
Josh,
about this.
Josh, I'll send you the
Okay.
battle invite.
Before we start though, if I win, okay, Eric, I just want to say I didn't cheat.
Sounds like something a cheater would say.
Real quick, before I start anything, I gotta mention, Josh told me that he see okay, when we were having a conversation before the game started, before we started this stream and all of that, and I told him he was gonna bring Meowscarada, and he implied that that was ridiculous and that I don't know him and that I can't predict what he's gonna bring. So I just want to put that out there for the record that Josh is bringing Meowscarada this game, 100% guaranteed for sure.
Ferociously typing away, getting Meowscarada off his team and coming up with something else.
Josh will be bringing Meowscarada this game. He's brought it 3 times before. It's the best thing on his team. He will not be leaving it behind this week. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, the Tatsugiri though. Can't count it out. The Tatsugiri though kind of goes crazy.
I'm gonna leave the call before. Yeah.
Okay, before we get too much in your hand.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck to both of you.
I have another question for you.
What's
with
that?
with your Scream Tail, your offensive Scream Tail.
Yeah. What's up?
Was it 4 attacks?
Yep.
Was it Assault
Really?
Vest?
Nope.
Are you saying that I brought Brick Break for no reason?
Yeah.
I brought
You did because I wanted to surprise you, maybe with like a switch, with a ghost type move and use Scream Tail with weakness policy.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense.
You accomplished your goal there.
But it didn't turn out well.
Scream Tail was meant to kill the Golden Go, right? With Flamethrower, I'm guessing, and then weakness policy.
Weakness policy.
Oh, right. Is it?
I haven't seen them battle yet. Okay, there you go. They are open now.
All right.
Oh, just one of you
Whenever you're ready
to make sure everything's looking good.
Yep, it looks good.
Okay. Oh,
let's hope. Okay, yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. All right, so lead Tornadus versus lead Enamorus.
Hey guys,
now I don't have a.
These are from the same group of legendaries. It's crazy.
Wow. How creative.
They're both Therians.
3 gens apart. 4 gens apart.
All right.
I know my math.
I think a knockoff is free. Okay. Oh, taunt? Lead taunt?
Ooh.
Very smart. But yep, lead taunt again. What I should have done. Very smart. Now, I could see a knockoff coming here. I could see a U-turn on the switch. I don't think the Enamorus has anything to touch. Okay. Someone mute this guy. But yeah, what were you guys gonna say? What do you think is gonna happen here? It's still pretty much anybody's game.
No clue.
Yep, U-turn.
Just about to say U-turn because what else is he gonna do with this thing? But good timing, I guess.
Yeah, knock off the item.
Oh
my God, Breath Sipper.
Granted, this is a special attacker usually, right?
True.
But I don't know. Still, that is crazy.
It could get.
And he says LMAO get read like a book again. And another loser. Did not put the same number of hours.
There's no way he saw that coming.
No, absolutely not. Why would you grass knot the Tornadus? Like, what was he?
Maybe he was expecting a switch to Garganachi.
That's it. Because Alomomola is light as hell. I'm pretty sure, at least.
Well, I think it would have done like 50, but still, yeah. I think Josh has just got to get out of there.
Yeah, why are you staying in?
Oh, goodness, the crit! That is unfortunate.
Also, this is a physical Goodra.
Yeah.
Maybe
This Goodra
he's
is freaking
actually
choice
planning
band.
on Sap Sipper working. Granted, Neosferata he did mention.
We definitely need to ask how planned this was.
He'll say that he planned that crit.
The Moltres does get. I don't think does Moltres get Roost in this gen, or I know it lost Defog.
I feel like it should get Roost.
Oh yeah, it does get Roost.
Reason why it wouldn't. Yeah, that's.
But the Goodra.
So what do we think he's clicking here? Wisp? Is he gonna do a fire move, not realizing it's only neutral?
I don't. This must be
Wisp.
Okay, Will-O-Wisp. That's good.
Granted, hate to see that on the Alomomola. Granted, what else was gonna happen that turn?
Yeah, right. Yeah. He either wisps or goes for a fire type move.
Moltres gonna switch. Yep. It predicted mass. Oh, Aquaring. Okay.
Aquaring, you don't see that every day.
I swear to God, if he Terrabugs and Terrablasts, I'm gonna be so mad.
Well, let's just hope this Meowscarada is a protein.
Switches typing. Click.
It's gotta be protein.
He might just expect Eric to switch out and might not click Flower Trick.
Thunder Punch.
Interesting.
Who runs Thunder Punch? Well, Thunder Punch does let it hit the Tornadus.
Baton Pass Aqua Ring? Is that a thing?
Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to Baton Pass Aqua Ring?
Well, I mean, the rules just say no stats are allowed to be moved.
No stats
can be allowed, right?
Baton Pass.
I say no stats
passing of stat boosts and substitutes. Baton Pass clause.
Well,
Aqua Ring was not specified, so that is technically fair game.
I will just copy and paste.
I think is fair to say as well, considering how hard it is and how little Aqua Ring actually helps compared to like substitute or actual boosts.
I think it's fair game.
Well, to be fair,
that's funny.
I guess if you're willing to run Aqua Ring, which is a less than stellar move, and the Baton Pass to switch it out, I guess. But we'll not do that because
figure out.
Let's not do that because you're not. I feel like Baton Pass is just supposed to be a momentum move, and while Aqua Ring isn't that great, it's still like passing a leftovers to whatever mon you want.
That's true, but like, it's allowed by the rules. I don't think we should really change that now.
I mean, it's just stat boost and substitute, and it's neither. So,
yeah, it's just like leftovers. Oh, and here we go. I see probably high horsepower from the Rillaboom. Yep, would kill.
Yep.
Just
if I was Josh, I would have switched.
Moltres at this point.
Josh is fuming right now.
Like it either clicks knockoff and you get to hit it first, or
okay.
Sure, this is an option. It's actually a really good option because you turn and then he has to predict what you're switching into.
He's probably got just full coverage moves, so he's probably got something here. We'll see. Let him cook.
Yeah, let's just see, because at the moment it does resist Grassy Glide. So it shouldn't. While it will still do damage because it's a +2 Rillaboom. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Lives on 2. Goes to Enamorous.
Can he tank this?
Oh, nice.
Honestly, Eric might have kelked that.
Oh, and he's got leftovers, so he gains 1/8.
Granted, like, does it get a recovery like Horn Leech or something?
Oh, I see. I don't believe so. It does get Drain Punch, but that's it.
That's nothing to Enamorous.
This here.
It is slower still, but yeah, you're not breaking through it with this, especially since the last move is probably Grassy Glide.
Grassy Glide or
oh yeah, probably
Woodhammer. Yep.
It's Grassy Glide.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That still does a lot with +2 times.
If it was a
attack.
Woodhammer, that would have killed.
Yeah.
Boys got real close.
Granted, it was double attack and only single resisted, but still.
Insane.
I'll have to ask Eric what his plan was, because this Enamorus was slow, and Grassy Glide and the Rillaboom is faster than it, unless it's just not.
I mean, I think he just wanted
invested.
to.
Well, it was still more damage
take
than
some
the low
damage.
kick.
Would have been, yeah, but I'm just saying probably. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Probably was just wanting to have Grassy Glide as priority.
And just unsure of what this thing was going to click because it didn't reveal Moonblast yet.
Yeah,
I mean, it might not have been full speed investment.
Or Mystic Fire. What were you saying, Alex?
It might not have been full speed investment Rillaboom as well. So
true.
Priority helps.
Especially if you have Grassy Glide, you don't need to feel like you gotta run off the speed anymore.
I miss priority moves. Why didn't I draft Pokemon with more priority moves?
Yeah, where's your King Gambit?
Sucker Punch.
I wonder where.
I got first impression. That's about it.
That's, yeah.
Alright, Goodra.
Sipper
Goodra.
Alright, now what if he doubles out into the Tornadus, expecting the Earth Power again?
No?
Okay.
No. Yeah,
just goes for it.
Click that, because the only option he had was Moltres. I mean, I guess Tinglu's still gonna tank it, even though it's super effective, but like, you don't like doing that.
Yeah.
No, you really don't want to have more damage to that.
Yeah,
and we saw how much a crit did to Moltres. It would have survived, but not that much.
Goes to Iron Jug.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think Josh has a way to break through this. Like, look at all the defensive Pokemon that Eric has.
I mean, maybe with Moltres he could have something.
It's already at half health, though.
Yeah, his Jug is probably his best bet in terms of wall breakers.
Anything.
No,
except
it could maybe like 2-shot, but...
Only thing I can see is like a Specs Jugulus that could break through a lot of his mons, but even then, it's not gonna one-shot. He has to kind of chip some things down and have it save it for the end game.
Like,
we can see a Focus Blast from the Iron Jug. We can see an Earth Power. We see a sub. So it's not Specs.
Okay.
It's not Leftovers. Probably Life Orb?
This has nothing to do with anything, but on the side of my screen in the battles, I do have a fight against Kenya Balls recommended to me.
Nice.
I just want to bring that up. Icy Wind.
The Icy Wind tech. He has been saying that he wants to bring Icy Wind.
Goodbye, Markiplier.
I know.
I wanted to with Icy Wind last time.
But I think the King Gambit would probably have to come out here, unless he wants to go back to Goodra again, which is probably the safer
He does
play.
have the speed drop on Iron Jugulus. He has the potential.
Yep.
Does he actually have the potential to outspeed? He doesn't want to slow Pokemon, yeah. Ooh. I don't know if he's outspeeding actually still.
Yeah.
Had a chance if he was max speed. It would have still, I think.
Yeah, that's how really, I don't think he's max speed on anything.
Yeah, no. Especially on Hisui and Goodra, why would you bother putting that much investment in it? Just for the calc of the
I just
speed Jugulus.
I just did the calc real quick. If that Goodra was max speed, it would have outsped.
Ooh! Ground Terra Moltres again.
Bro, this guy just puts a Life Orb on everything.
Super effective on everything now.
Oh, shoot, yeah. That's smart.
And he doesn't have a Terramon.
Alola is the only Terra, right?
Yeah.
And faster.
That's literally his only Terramon, which is why he brings it every single game.
I wonder what Terra he brought on it. Well, I didn't bring either of my Terras this week.
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
So you don't have to do it. You can succeed without it. Yeah, no, it is a good surprise to have.
Now, Eric is probably thinking, should I go to King Gambit, try to go for a... Or if he has an Air Balloon Mon, that would work, but he probably doesn't since it's taken him this long.
I think he might just be concerned that he'd get flame body burned using Sucker Punch and think, okay, is there a way I can work around it? Which this probably works around it well enough. This thing is such a tank.
Yeah, I mean, it's his best choice of what can tank a Terra Blast is the best, so.
Yeah, he's probably running Calyx right now.
Of course. Figuring out what the hell can knock this Moltres down in one hit, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah, this is legitimately a very close game here. Like, who knows how it's gonna go?
Cure. Oh, he has
Soul Cure is smart.
That's not gonna kill is the thing. This turn it will. Plus Life Orb definitely makes it happen. Yeah.
There's no reason not to go ground. Unless he wants to save. He could save the Moltres, because it is still faster than everything here.
That is true.
But he's also got a full health Meowscarada.
Or Roost. He's got it.
He does have Roost.
And the Terra Blast did 81 last time. So it's a roll to kill now.
Yeah. Just goes for the double Roost.
Oh, he goes for it. Alright, back up. Let's see how this goes.
And yeah, this Garganachel.
Honestly, I don't like this position if I'm Eric here. Like, this thing just gets to click Terra Blast now.
He can try to stall as much as he wants, but that's not gonna hold up very long.
Yeah.
Especially since this thing's got Roost.
Bro, he tries to Will-O-Wisp.
I mean, it tries to recover, so it's not a big deal.
Even if that wasn't how the ability worked, because, like, I wasn't thinking about that fact either, I still don't like that move, because, like, he's not trying to deal damage to you, he's just trying to survive right now and let Salt Cure rack up.
He has to... Yeah.
a lot of slow games today.
Josh has just got to click Terra Blast.
Remember week 2 when Josh said he was going to start looking up?
Ancient Power! What is he doing?
He's going for boosts.
Dude, just click Terra Blast.
Oh no. This is going to use Body Press on him.
Dude! Oh my goodness, he threw!
He had it. He had...
unless he crits right here.
Blast. That's all you need to do.
A high roll. The last one could have been a low roll.
Exactly. True. You never know.
How does he do it? Does he keep going?
Does he click Roost?
Yeah, I was gonna say you might not take an absurd amount of damage from.
Bro, because he can just revenge kill it with Meowscarada. Oh my goodness!
Why?
What is he doing? He's throwing so hard.
Your Life Orb and Salt Cure. You can't do this, man. Yeah, now he needs a crit.
Oh, he's trolling right now. He's actually trolling.
Yep.
Alright, well, if he's got any chance of this, he's gonna have to Roost here, or just die. The Meowscarada could still potentially come back if it has low kick. Or the Ting-Lu can... Yeah, it'd have to be Meowscarada that comes out.
Yeah, that body press damage.
Yeah, he just has to click Terra Blast now.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
Granted,
that was a low roll.
Then you just click Recover because he's gonna die to left.
Yep.
Or not. Sure.
That's not.
Body press failed. No way.
Maybe just doesn't think it's needed with these last 2 mons. The Ting-Lu representing that it doesn't even have Earthquake.
Right. Does Josh have the hindsight or the foresight to have low kick instead of Flower Trick? Because the Goodra can still come out, and with the Sap Sipper, if Meowscarada has
is that
low kick,
just any fighting move? Yeah.
Yep.
Brick
break works too.
That's fine.
Plus, he could be Sash.
He could be.
Granted, I feel like Band seems more likely just because the Thunder Punch did so much, but I'm not counting that, so who knows?
Yeah. Okay.
I think Josh does have this in the bag now, because Meowscarada is just so fast.
He did that to get an extra Supreme Overlord boost.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he did.
That's funny.
Now he has to just go for.
Forces you to play against your own differential.
Josh, literally just click Brick Break. Just click Brick Break.
Yeah, there's not a question here.
Just
it's
click
not gonna tear a ghost. That's not legal.
No, I think you should U-turn.
Like, what would you even switch? Why? Like, predicting the Sucker Punch? But, like,
yep. Sucker Punch doesn't even kill.
Not gonna do enough.
Oh my goodness.
He could have saved his differential by 1, but I guess he got it. He got through there in the end. There's so many questions to have. Snap Zipper, the baton pass.
What questions would you like to start with?
Okay, well, I have a question for Josh when he comes in, but Eric, real quick, Aqua Ring, baton pass. You kind of found a loophole in our little baton pass clause.
Well,
I like
figured.
It. I'll be honest.
Here's the thing. I realized that with leftovers, Rillaboom can heal 3/16 of its HP each turn with Aqua Ring.
That's
not
so
necessarily
funny.
Not necessarily that it becomes this impenetrable wall, but it gives Rillaboom this weird little niche where it can go for these like hyper offense things and recover some of the damage it's taking between turns. But I was initially intending to pass the Aqua Ring to Garganacl, so then I wouldn't have to worry about clicking recover so much. Because leftovers plus basically healing an eighth of. You know how Gliscor is the best Pokemon in OU right now, and it's immune to status and heals 1/8. It heals 1/8 each turn and is immune to status. Garganacl with Aqua Ring heals 1/8 of its HP per turn and is immune to status. So it was kind of a way to give myself a Gliscor. And
the thing is, Gliscor's type is amazing.
No, Gliscor's typing is
ice weakness.
That was just all I meant was if I can invest a lot in my special defense and patch it up with some iron defenses, Garganacl had potential to be an unbreakable wall. I just had to find the right way to set that up. Unfortunately, I was a little bit too. I was prepared for a Meowscarada like this, but I got a bit too low. I was gonna pass a wish off to Garganacl to get me back up to a bit higher, but Josh, you knocking out a Alomomola and then pulling out the Brick Break Meowscarada, that was very smart.
Yeah.
You almost get to have 2 Terra Captains with that, which is beyond ridiculous.
Yeah, that's but Moltres, I played that.
You screwed up playing Moltres, man. Just click Terra Blast.
I know.
Just click Terra Blast.
Terra Blast. You
can come back. You can come back to watch the live stream.
I was gonna do.
Never go for that.
Yeah.
Also, even besides the fact that Will-O-Wisp didn't work against Garg, I feel like that was a bad move to click. When you have an option that just does 80% and also kills both of the Pokemon he could switch into.
Well, like, had I known you were gonna go for a Will-O-Wisp that turn, I would have been home free. I could have hit another Iron Defense. Boosted my defense to obscene levels. Then you wouldn't have been able to use Brick Break to take me out. Like I would have won had I used Iron Defense, but there was no reason for me to use that. I thought I was screwed because you could have just hit Terra Blast.
Imagine he actually got the boost though, and he just 1-hit KO.
What is Salt Cure? Does that last until like?
It lasts until you switch out or you die.
Wait, I could switch out? I thought it was like Fire Spin. I couldn't switch out.
Jesus Christ,
Josh,
man.
it tells you. Josh, it tells you in your draft.
Look, I don't know what Salt Cure does either, but in that situation, I would just Google it real quick.
Salt Cure. Just to fill you guys in for future reference, Salt Cure is a 25 base power rock type move that when I hit you with it, you start taking 1/8 chip damage every single turn until you switch out. Not until I die, not until I switch out. 1/8 every turn.
Steel types take 1/4.
Hey, let me say this. This is my turn to talk. Anyways, yes, if you are a steel or a water type, as you guys are aware, salt is very good at corroding steel, and I don't know why it does that with water. I mean, I guess it's like
just
curing
fish.
fish.
I don't know.
It's called salt cure, so I'd assume it's like curing fish, whatever. But against them, it does a 1/4 chip damage every turn. So
oh no. Ben didn't make his team yet.
I know. I was reading the Discord chat.
You know, you think you give a guy
He's in high school. He's got time.
You give a guy a week to make a team, and then the whole weekend, and then till 8:30 to make a team, and then he pushes his own time back till 9:45 to make a team, and then he's still not ready at the time he set for himself. Then get on top of that.
But I do want to say, like, the only reason why I didn't switch straight into Meowscarada is I didn't want to like.
If you swapped into Meowscarada, you take a body press and die. That's what body press is.
Exactly. That's why I was like worried. So I was like, okay. Yeah.
No, staying in his Moltres was the right move. I didn't know you thought you were trapped.
Yeah, I thought I was trapped. I was like, oh shoot.
But yeah,
I didn't know what Purifying Salt was. That's why I hit Willow.
Body press would have beat the Tinglu and the Meowscarada as well.
Yeah.
So switching in that situation was not the right move.
And then you killing my Slowking was.
Those first 2 turns, man. You got read like a book.
Yeah,
I know.
I hate you for that. Like the Lamau get read like a book loser. That really tilted me. I hope you know that.
Josh, you know what I almost said in the chat? I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this to the room. Only Josh is there for this. But before you guys all joined, Josh and I were sitting here talking, and I said, Josh, I'd like to quiz you with a couple math questions just to test your brain a little. And one of the questions I asked was, what is 1/16 times 3? Just as a little teaser for the potential Aqua Ring Grassy Surge
let me get the
leftovers. I told him indirectly, but I told him one of the gimmicks I was bringing to this game ahead of time. He knew. But I guess he just didn't. He couldn't avoid it. I was able to pull it off. Anyways.
How could you foresee that?
Also, I didn't know what 3 times 1/16 was either. I apparently
he didn't. Yeah, that was a good point. That was a good point. He didn't. He didn't know what 1 times 16. But 1 times 6.
I don't know.
3. He didn't know what 3 times 1/16.
How many times does 3 go into 16?
I know.
None evenly.
I know. I know now, guys. I know now. Guys, I had a Malibu Sunrise before I played this. Okay. My mom. Yeah. I'll blame
anyways,
Josh,
drowning. I just want to mention, you fought a noble game, but all up until you cheated.
I didn't cheat.
Wait, what is?
Tell me where I
chat
cheated.
Saying that he cheated.
Tell me where I
cheated. No. Chat has eagle eyes. I'm telling you, they saw something.
It, though?
They don't know jack.
I'm not even claiming anything about the baton pass either, which is the most.
Yeah, exactly. The sense of baton passer.
Baton pass is baton pass. You would have banned it. Explicitly banned it.
Isaiah does say he cheated. Okay.
If I look at the rules right now, there is a list of banned moves, and baton pass is not in there. Baton pass just has no intentional passing of step or substitutes.
I am very much on your side about your baton pass. I think that's funny.
There is nothing wrong with what I did.
I think we should encourage creativity like that. But anyways, that being said, Josh, as much as we are trying to get at you for your Moltres plays or something, you won the last 2 battles. You're doing great right now.
Josh, you're doing amazing.
You should be.
I'm really I understand how William felt during the last season. I'm having William syndrome right now.
William syndrome? What does that mean?
That means
what?
Where William won like his last few battles or something like that. I'm having that right now.
Bro, you win, loss, win.
Yeah, but you know what, Jake?
No, you're doing good, Josh. You're
just doing good. That's all this is.
Like that's not a comeback story, Josh.
Jake, listen here, okay? We had stuff going on.
I mean, compared to last season, it is.
I'm really happy. So, anyways, I gotta sign out. I have work tomorrow in the morning. So.
Yeah,
me too. I might have to go, but it was really fun.
Also, one more thing. This Isaiah guy who's in the chat saying I'm a cheater. You don't know what you're talking about. I think you're just an Eric Stan.
All right, kick him out. Kick him out.
Place
yeah, kick him. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Josh.
Goodbye.
Oh, he's here.
Okay, I need to make like 2 more adjustments to my team, and I'm good.
All right.
One of them names.
What?
One of them nicknames.
Can't do names right now. If you want me to battle, I cannot do names.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
What if I just keep talking to you and keep distracting you?
You know what, bud? I've got a big headache.
Ooh, that's rough.
Hey, Kyle.
Hello.
We're just waiting on Ben to make like 2 more adjustments, and he should be ready here.
Yep. I was watching the stream.
Awesome.
Real quick, I was gonna mention.
Do you have any comments?
I wanted to say real quick. Someone, I think it was Jake or Alex, said something about like, oh yes, we love the creativity with the Aqua Ring, baton pass. But I wanted to just throw out there that what's unfortunate is that baton pass does not have nearly the same kind of distribution it once had. Now, obviously, it's not a healthy move for the game in its original design, but in the current generation, Aqua Ring passing is really the only thing you can do with it. There are other things you can pass, but like you can pass something like Ingrain, but there is currently no Pokemon with Baton Pass and Ingrain. Or you can pass Magnet Rise, but there's no Pokemon with Baton Pass and Magnet Rise. Passing a Magnet Rise would be the coolest thing you could do. Like, imagine, cool. But imagine that. Like, I'm just gonna say, like, oh, let's say you got a Magnezone, right? You passed a Magnet Rise under that, or like a Heatran or whatever, and you pass a ground immunity to it that doesn't go away.
Is it only 5 turns?
Is it? Oh, maybe it does go. Either way, even if it does go away after 5 turns, that's still 5 turns of free immunity. But I was gonna say the more important one is Ingrain, because of its it traps the user.
Yeah, so it can't be roared.
You can't be roared or dragon-tailed or forced out in any way. So passing an Ingrain to like a setup sweeper or something, you can't even get like red carded out. So,
yeah, I was gonna say red card deck right there.
So, so Ingrain would be a very dangerous thing if it was even possible in this league. But I guess as it stands, Ingrain and Baton Pass is not in a Paldea Dex draft.
Yeah, you talking about that made me decide to look at my Mew. It gets nothing cool with Baton Pass besides, setup moves which are banned for us.
Yeah, exactly. Baton Pass can pass Perish Song if you feel like doing that.
Yeah, because I want to do that.
And you can pass the biggest trouble with Baton Pass is like it also passes like the non-volatile, or it passes the volatile status conditions. So if you're confused,
also,
it'll pass that. If
song.
someone uses like embargo on you or taunt, I mean, I know you can't like I know you can't Baton Pass when you're taunted, but like you could pass a taunt, you could pass an encore. Like these like temporary conditions like that, a lot of them are bad. You can baton pass a salt cure.
Yeah, I guess that's just to balance the move.
How you doing? Getting there?
I'm almost done.
All right.
Almost done.
Kyle, you've been watching the stream. Do you have any comments to make about anything? Anything you thought was cool you want to mention?
Kyle, were you rooting
that
for me
weather
or
ball
Josh?
from Jake was really good.
Thank you.
That was pretty smart. I was just screaming in my head at my phone for Josh to just use Terra Ground on the Garganackle.
Yeah.
It just kept roosting.
As were we all.
I was sitting
like,
there.
switch out or just Terra Ground.
I was sitting there thinking, like, man, what is he doing?
Okay.
Just
I think I'm ready.
kill me.
I think I'm good.
You ready, Ben?
Yeah.
You're much harder to prepare for than I thought.
Oh, real quick, Michael, you're still here, right?
No, he's gone.
He was not.
Shoot. I was gonna say, I think it's kind of fun how some of us have almost like these, I don't want to say like rivalries, but last season Michael and I had a perfectly even record until the very end. And this season, but we were like winning more than we were losing. But this season it's that polar opposite. We're both sitting at 1-3 right now. Right.
Well,
right.
the winning tie right now is me and Josh.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I love to see Josh pushing
Do you want to challenge me, Ben?
Yeah, I'll find you. What is it? Team What If?
Yeah.
What if? It's never been Team What If. All right. I'll get the next game pulled up.
Yeah.
Josh is still in the chat. See, I'm telling Josh, he can't let the hecklers get to him. He's arguing in the chat after he left.
Is he really?
He's supposed to be going to bed because he's a sleepy little guy.
No, he's still watching the stream, and he's arguing. He's arguing with the people. Josh, just admit that you cheated and just go to sleep.
I'm not seeing it.
Team What If, right?
Team saying that built a better team than you, and he didn't even build it until.
Here, just challenge me.
Your name is long. WALLACE. Is there a space?
Nope, no space. And then
it says you're offline.
I guarantee you I am not.
I'll try to challenge you. Hopefully it's right person. The user Wallace Locomotive was not found.
Do you know how to spell Wallace Locomotive?
Probably not.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna try and find you again.
Yeah, I feel like Kyle's name is quite a bit easier to spell.
Is Latif in all caps? Oh, there's a space?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I can find you.
Aha. Makes sense.
Alright. Data Dexter. Okay.
I see it.
For me. This is like I just made this team.
Alright.
All ready with the Johns.
You guys can join.
All ready with the Johns. Alright. Battle is up. So
we're switching to the overlay. Leave the chat.
You guys
good luck
leave the call or mute yourself.
See you at the end.
Alright. So
now that he's gone, what do you guys think?
Get out of here. Alright. So
honestly,
I'm just gonna say
this is our 3-0 Kyle versus our 0-3 Ben.
I'm not feeling the best about Ben's odds here. I'm not saying that in a malicious way.
I'm feeling optimistic about him, honestly.
He just made the team, and
that's true.
It's the 3-0 versus the 0-3, and Kyle always has something up his sleeve. Like,
I don't think
as much as I want to see the underdog story come true, I don't. If I had to put money on this game, I'd put it on Kyle. That's all I'm trying.
I know what you mean. I mean, differential is the big thing. Like
differential is the big thing. Now, who are we seeing the lead? I mean, Ben likes to lead the Pelipper, but is that too much of a tell? Is that I could see a Diancie lead and getting those stealth rocks up right away.
I just realized Ben's team is extremely weak to the Iron Bundle.
Every team is weak to Iron Bundle, man.
It's
Hydro
Iron
Pump,
Bundle.
Three
Hydro
that
Pump.
are actually weak to it.
No,
If
no,
it's
but
gonna run the
Hydro
speed
Pump,
plus, it's
Hydro
gonna.
Pump plus well, actually, I'll just say water plus the freeze dry coverage is universal. There is no
Yeah,
thing
but
that you
4
can't
super
hit.
effectives.
Yeah, 4 super effectives. Honestly, that's honestly not too crazy considering how good. Oh, wait, I forgot they're waiting for me to count down. 3, 2,
That's
1.
funny.
There we go. I thought they were just really waiting.
Really thinking.
I just figured they had enough autonomy to do it
They still haven't
themselves.
clicked, so clearly they were
Yeah.
really thinking.
Yeah, they still are thinking about it. I felt bad. Okay,
Kyle did have to pick his Zorark.
Would you mind clarifying for chat which one of them is which? I don't know what names correlate to who in game.
Oh yeah,
which
Ben
in-game player.
is Wallace Locomotive. Kyle is Team Watif.
Yep.
Yeah, and that kind of went right how I thought it was. The Valiant just gets such good coverage. Well, now I guess we know
he
it's.
would have expected a Pelipper lead, so.
Well, here comes Sneasler. Sneasler is faster than Valiant. Now, I don't want to say we're gonna see like the Fling, Unburden, Big Nugget again. What would be fun though? Oh, never mind.
Okay, well,
not faster.
This is a slow Sneasler, I guess.
It was probably just not plus speed nature.
Well, when I say slow, I mean you're not running max speed.
Yeah.
So
it was
we've seen
probably
two
252.
one hits, one of them being a crit that didn't matter. That was 4 times super effective.
6
Energy
turn
ball.
battle. No, okay.
No, Diancie's bulk. You know, if it gets that critical hit gyro ball. All right. Hey, we're in it. You know, electric terrain.
Now we're starting the game.
Gives himself the speed boost.
No.
Well, hold on. Now Bundle comes in. It gets
it's gonna be
the electric
specs plus speed boost.
Iron Bundle has Cork Drive for its ability, where in the electric terrain, Iron Bundle gets a boost depending on how its stats are allocated, which usually means either a special attack or speed boost because it's just very fast and very strong. We don't see that though.
Or he has
what?
No. He's going for the electric seed Espathra.
Electric seed. Okay.
So Espathra gets a speed boost at the end of every turn, and electric seed gives it a defense boost right away at the start of the turn. Because it consumes it because electric terrain is up. But the main thing is Espathra has the move stored power, which gets stronger the more stat boost it has. So it gets Calm Mind here, it gets speed boost. So now what is 20, 40, 60, 80? Yeah, stored power is now 100 base power. And it gets
Trick Room
a
is coming here.
a 1.5 times damage boost because it's the same type as Espathra, which is psychic. And I think Kyle wins.
Does Ursaluna get Trick Room?
Ursaluna does not get Trick Room.
Oh no.
No. Usually it's like
that if you're Ben.
It's usually like psychic types and like magical Pokemon. So Kyle's just leaning into the well, Shadowclaw had a high crit chance, so I think that wasn't entirely an I mean, but crits don't do double damage; they only do 1.5. So that still wouldn't have been
compounding with the 1.5 defense that it would be ignoring.
Oh, true. Regardless, I think Espathra wins
why
now.
don't you just Terra Water Barraskewda Aquajet?
He might not
unless he doesn't have Terra Water, but still.
He'd have to.
Dark again.
He only had one more turn of rain. A Terra Water Aquajet. Probably would have been the only.
What he was thinking when he was building this team, but like, we know what he was thinking.
He was thinking. I'm going fast. I'm making it quick. Oh, I'm just picturing now Regieleki, electric terrain, and with the rain, thrown off thunders. That's scary.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this looks like the end. I think Espathra probably still is too good for this league. I don't. I mean, even without Terra, but I guess this is the first time we've really gotten a glimpse of what it's capable of, and this is just
definitely not at the point value that it should be. Which, like,
yeah, it's
I
this
wonder
is
if that was a decision that was made,
energy ball.
or
Okay,
why?
Terra Steel, Terra. It's not even
On
enough.
both ends, why?
I mean, it's not going to matter in the end.
He maybe thought it was a fairy
Okay.
type.
That was less damage than stored power, I want to point out. Like, even on a water type.
Are we going to see the Aqua Jet to clear up the differential a little? Wait, what is stored power at now? 20,
cool.
40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160,
It has to be an
180.
Aqua Jet.
Yeah, stored power is at 200 base power that turn. That was crazy. Okay, there we go.
I'm shocked he didn't just switch to Iron Bundle.
Dropping that differential
Save
a bit.
the
Here comes
Espathra.
Landorus. Well, he's dropping that attack. No, he's dropping the attack stat. What? Kyle! I thought he was going to go Landorus into Bundle, and then back to Landorus or something, to just start dropping that attack stat, so...
Honestly, good on Ben knowing that Aqua Jet wouldn't have been enough, not, like, just saying, okay, I'm not going to risk, or I am going to risk you being Choice Scarf, and just
honestly,
do the move that's going to kill anyways.
Well,
yeah,
I feel like that was the only choice.
Oh, is this Zoroark? This could be Zoroark. I mean, if he had a scarfed Zoroark, he would have used it.
I just don't get why he's not going Bundle.
I almost feel like Kyle's toying with his food a little bit here. I mean, differential. We've been talking about differential like it's this big
that probably does not matter for him.
Differential does not matter.
Considering now he's 4 out.
It matters for close ties, but he doesn't care about preserving.
If he ends up losing a couple games near the end, it could matter.
It could come up
second and third, but
he
has
definitely built a differential cushion for himself that he doesn't have to be too concerned about losing 1 or 2 extra Pokemon.
Yeah, Kyle, what happened there at the end?
I thought he was gonna go.
5-0.
Yeah, I just wanted to prepare for Terra Dark.
Fair.
Yeah, no, that ain't happening.
And I was thinking he's used Terra Dark in the past. Eric posted or maybe it was Jake. Someone posted the Espathra Helix in the chat. So like he's gonna prepare for that.
Was that you? Was that you? Was that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did like a level. I did like a level 1 Sneasler and everything max for Espathra.
Oh fuck you.
Okay, how were the numbers so high though? Still, like I did that and it literally energy overflowed. Wasn't even close.
I forget exactly what I did. And then the Landorus, I had the water resist berry.
Yeah, but you didn't ice.
I didn't expect that, no.
But my thought was, with the Espathra, just switch it into the bundle.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to just...
I feel like that would have been a 5-0
I thought you were gonna just start doing like a Landorus.
The win's more important.
You send in Landorus, get the Intimidate, switch in Bundle to resist the hit, send in Landorus to get another Intimidate off.
True.
And like loop.
I mean, I just clicked Earthquake.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Thank you, Ben, for still making the time to come out here and do this tonight. All right. Well,
he's gone.
He's gone now.
He growled like a dog and left. But
it's so funny.
I prepped so long and I was so stressed for this because I had a strategy that I thought was going to be foolproof, and then I calced it, and like I couldn't quite one-hit all of his Pokemon.
Kyle, I'm gonna put this out there. I believe you may have been the only person who actually prepped ahead of time for this week.
I might have.
You guys have the exact opposite differential. That's crazy. How did that happen?
I mean, Josh and I were making our teams while we were talking before starting the stream.
What's the playoffs gonna look like? We're getting close to playoffs. We should probably decide, like, is it gonna be top six again?
I think 4.
Is it top 4?
In order to make it actually seem
no.
meaningful,
So that's what I was
now.
talking about. I think the last stream was, I think we should do top 4 because all top 6 does is cut out the bottom two people, and they just get left out. But if you do a playoffs with everybody, then it's almost like this doesn't even matter unless the playoffs we extend its duration and we give like the top 4 players a bye or something and make the bottom 4 fight for those last spots and do an extra game. But that would just prolong things, and we don't want to do that. So
yeah, I think top 4 is probably best, and that comes from someone who's probably going to get like 5th place.
I feel bad saying that when we've got Ben at 0-4 right now, whereas he could very reasonably have a chance to get 6th or 5th, but 4th is kind of far-fetched. But like,
it's a Pokemon.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Shut up. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where if we wanted, we could totally make it like, oh, this is just seeding, and then we do like a double elimination bracket or something at the end. But we don't have time for that, man. I would rather just call this season off like earlier with just a fast finals bracket with only 4 people, and then start working on like a season 3 or something. Then
if it's only 4 people, we could do best of 3 the whole way through, because there's only going to be 3 sets anyways.
Sure,
that's something to think about. It's not something I'm going to set in stone.
Would we want
a losers bracket?
So do consolation matchups if you want.
Real quick, I was talking to Josh about this, Josh and William, but I want to get your opinions. And if there's anybody left watching this, maybe comment your opinions on if you think this would be fun. But I was thinking, drafting is fun, but the issue with the draft is, like, we did this way back in the summer. We picked our Pokemon, and we're gonna be using these same things into December. And like, these decisions you make months in advance linger with you for a while. And like, I myself, I'm plagued with indecision, and if I'll hit these points where I'm thinking, man, I really wish I had drafted this at the beginning or whatever. And I was thinking, well, how do the big Smogon tournaments do things? Well, they do their big like Premier Leagues and stuff, these tours between different tiers. So an idea I had was for season 3, every week could be like the RU week, the UU week, the NU week, and you just build a team for that tier. And we could have some other rules in place, whatever. But then every week we're getting
really hard to prep for, though.
Yeah, I do like the variety, but that would make
you get more variety.
The people that follow like current metas have a big advantage.
That is a good point. That is a good point. That's why I'm bringing.
And you have no idea what to prep for.
That's why I'm just posing the idea. I wanted to see what you guys thought.
We could.
I do like the variety.
The thing is, though, when you know what team they have, then you get too caught up in prepping for specifically that team and doing all these calculations ahead of time. But if you don't know what they're gonna have, then you can almost just build a solid team that covers, generic good options and just go with that.
I think we could do that's kind of in a similar vein to like the tour could be like random battle tour. So like different gens, you could do like the monotype random, and like you'd probably want to do best of threes in that just because random battles, it
But
sucks
yeah,
if
I
you get a
was gonna
terrible
say
matchup.
my only issue with the random battles is it takes away the only like creativity aspect that we have, because I think building a team is really fun. And I don't mind doing a draft again. I just was thinking about maybe trying something else.
I still think we should do Gen 7 draft, but I'll just be the only one
Gen
like
7
that.
draft. Why Gen 7?
Because
Megas,
Z
Z
moves.
moves.
Okay,
That's like
but
two
why
completely
are
different
we
things.
saying Z moves as a positive?
Because
Okay,
it's
fair, but like
fun.
it's different.
Okay.
I'd be way
I'll
more down
allow
to
it.
do a
I'll
Gen
allow it
6
only if
one.
I can use Ultra Necrosium Z with Ultra Necrozma and use Light That Burns the
Light
Sky.
that burns the sky.
Okay.
Gee, I wonder if that would be banned or not.
No.
Probably not.
I want to use Snorlaxium Z.
Just choice scarf knockoff. Oh, wait, no, you can't knock it off.
No.
Well, then sucker punch.
That was another cool part about Megas.
Yeah.
They were a light nerf to knock off.
I wanna use.
All right. Well, it's been
Mega
fun.
Pinsir.
I can't wait to lose the next rest of the 3
Oh
matches I
yeah,
have
should
to go
we
against.
say the previews?
The
So I gotta go against who is it? Ben, I think.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So
Alex,
yeah,
you're
let's
facing
hold
William.
on. No. We have to keep in mind the viewers don't know all of our names like that. So
true.
This next week we're gonna be having Alex, who is also called PokeSteelix, going against William, who is goes by iColt13. He's the guy with the Chi-Yu. Jake, you can describe yours, I guess.
So JKL is the username or whatever. I'm going against Ben Wallace Locomotive, who his losing battle is still on screen.
I don't have anything I can put up instead. I could do the.
No, that's fair. I'm just letting the audience of 0 people know.
Then we have Michael called Asmereld going against Josh, who is NC Star, and then it is myself, the Big Fishmonger, as you all know, against some guy called Kyle, who's part of Team Watif.
Yeah, who's that guy?
Sounds
lame.
I don't know much about this guy. All I do know is that he's going down.
He better.
Time to get crit, Eric.
Honestly, man, it still is so funny to me that I'm basically running like a UU team. And
I have
you've got
an
Ubers.
OU and an Ubers team.
It is fun to me though, at least at this point in time, that Alomomola of all things is one of my OU Pokemon now.
So funny.
All right, yeah, let's call that quits for the night. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you about. I think we might start this sooner next week. I don't know, but around the same time, Sunday evening next week. Be sure to tune in for week 5 of the